Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. And today I'm just going to show you some of the new units that I've made with the UCM mod, which I managed to get working, or at least find a download to get it to work. So yeah, the first unit I've got here is the Armoured Legionary for the Romans. I have been making some new units based on what the UCM mod allows me to change, which is usually unchangeable things, such as certain colours of certain shields and stuff like that. So yeah, the Armoured Legionary, here he is, compared to a regular Legionary. It doesn't look all too different at a quick glance, but this guy does have extra armour on his arms, there he is, compared to the regular Legionary, and he also has extra leg armour as well, which the Legionary just straight up doesn't have. So yeah, these armoured Legionaries, they have exactly the same stats as regular Legionaries, except they've got more health. The regular Legionary has got 150 health, and the armoured Legionary has got 200 health. So I don't really know if we'll be able to see that here, as the two of them just fight it out. But yeah, even with the 200 extra health, on a 1v1 it doesn't really matter unless there's a massive difference. So yeah, in this case the Legionary won because it's down to RNG. It is totally accurate after all. So yeah, that's the only new Roman unit I've got here. So moving on, I did make some new Greek units. First of all, Spartan Youth. Here he is. Again, based off of the Rome 2 sort of unit, so he's a lot smaller than such as a Levy Hoplite. There he is. So yeah, Levy Hoplite is definitely taller. After all, Spartan Youth will be shorter. It's a younger person, and the Youth also doesn't have as much armor as the Levy Hoplite. The Levy Hoplite here has got sort of standard Hoplite attire, but sort of bronze. So there we go, compared to a full-size hoplite, the Levy Citizens Militia hoplite, and then the Spartan Youth. So yeah, the Levy hoplite has just got sort of easy to make bronze equipment, and then the Spartan Youth has got a far less fancy helmet, just standard old metal iron helmet, and then he's got some sort of light iron armor on him as well, and then he's got his regular clothes on, and he does actually have some greaves as well. I did give him greaves, and yeah, sandals. So yeah, there's the three tiers of hoplite. I mean, Levy hoplite versus Spartan Youth. I don't know why the Spartan Youth just fell over, but yeah, the Levy hoplite has got his jump, or has got his charge rather, and the Spartan Youth also has a smaller shield compared to a regular hoplite or even a Levy hoplite. They both have short swords. Oh, nice hit there from the Spartan Youth, and there you go, shield bash from the Levy hoplite. So yeah, they're not as good units as sort of Levy hoplites, but compared to something like a pleb has Pleb is a 60 cost, Spartan Youth is a 65. I mean, it doesn't really matter, they're both pretty terrible units. So, yeah. They're just sort of easy units. Spam them down if you need to take on sort of like a force. I don't actually know how well this is going to go. They also have Foolish Jump because, well, they're eager Spartan Youths, eager to start killing things, so yeah, they're sort of just going to swarm the hoplites here, but the hoplites are far better units, so they're going to take some with them. But yeah, overwhelming numbers of youths are going to do something against these hoplites, definitely. There you go. So yeah, the Spartan youths lost like half of their number, which is a 1.1 KD to the hoplites. So, so yeah. They're just pretty easy units to just sort of spam down. And then we have Thorax Swordsman. There you go. yeah, I hadn't made these guys previously, but then I thought, you know what, I'll give the Greeks some sort of swordsman unit. So here we are. They've got their oval shield, which has been repainted thanks to the UCM. They've got a longer sword than a sort of Roman gladius, and yeah, they have they're well armoured with sort of armoured shoulders, armoured chest plates, armoured helmet, and then of course their armoured greaves as well. How much are they? 120 compared to a legionary. I think they are actually superior. I did test it out, but it could have just been a fluke. But yeah, both sides have the night charge, so they can both charge in. There's a nice shield bash there from the Roman, knocking him down. Jeez. Yeah, in comes the swordsman, going for a shot to his feet, and yeah, there you go. There goes the legionary. So yeah, they're pretty strong units. Pretty strong units compared to the legionary. I think they have exactly the same stats, so I think they might actually have a little bit less health than a legionary, but either way, yeah. Thorax Swordsman, they're just a sword unit for the Greeks. And then finally we have got the, finally we do have the Celts. So, Celtic Nobleman is the first new unit I have here. So, thanks to the UCM, I was able to repaint the shield, so I was able to make a sort of Celtic-looking shield out of the Centurion shield, and they do have their longer Celtic swords, and they do have chainmail armor on, along with some jewellery and their Celtic helmet to make them stand out. So yeah, they're far superior to Celtic warriors, which They have the Foolish Jump. These guys actually have the Night Charge. I originally gave these guys the Foolish Jump as well, but I thought, no, Noblemen are going to have more restraint than your regular Celtic Tribalmen. So there he goes, cutting down the Celtic Warrior with ease. Especially trying against the Thorax Swordsman. I know that they are superior to Legionaries, and yeah, well, there you go. They're superior to Thorax Swordsman as well because they just have better stats. So yeah, there you go. Could even actually try him against an armoured legionary. There you go. See how it goes. The difference being though that armoured legionaries have no buff to their attack or damage, whilst noblemen do. And noblemen also have, I think, possibly the same health, possibly slightly less health than the armoured legionary. But there you go. The armoured legionary did actually manage to take down the nobleman in a 1v1, and that's a pretty strong. that's a pretty strong pretty strong uppercut there from the legionary, lifting up the nobleman. Lifting up the nobleman like he's nothing. Yeah, sorry about the screenshots there, but that's just quite a nice looking thing. Celtic Oathsworn is the final new unit. These are the Praetorians of the Celtic faction. So once again, chainmail. They don't actually look all that different to noblemen. They don't have as much jewellery on because they are not they're not noblemen, but sort of are, but they just don't wear the jewellery. I just forgot to put it on. That's what I'm saying. They do, however, have a better helmet over the. These guys have got a more typical Celtic barbarian helmet. These guys have got a more Romanized helmet because they just look different, and also because it allowed me to give them different highlights on here. So they've got sort of like some silver along with the sort of golden style helmet, and the plume is the same. The shields are the same, except they've got a darker green on here. They still have the sort of gold boss and silver denotations on them, silver Celtic patterns, and they have different trousers and they have different boots, just to make them that much different. But yeah, the Oathsworn are the elite units of the Celtic faction. We can put them against a Praetorian and see how they go. I think, yeah, the Praetorians are going to have the edge here though, because the Praetorians can parry, whereas the Oathsworn can't. And I'm surprised the Oathsworn actually died that easily. I expected them to do a bit better than that. Come on, Oathsworn, give us a bit of fight. Yeah, as they both charge away from each other. Yeah, in they go again. Nice parry from the Praetorian, and there he goes. So yeah, look, turns out that the Praetorian parry is a pretty lethal weapon against the Oathsworn, or at least in a 1v1 here. But yeah, I mean, Oathsworn do have a 30 less cost, so they are inferior to Praetorians in terms of cost, and I believe in stats as well. So yeah, those are the final new units that I've made. I don't think I've made any more. I can remember. I thought about making some more mercenaries, but I didn't. maybe in the future. But yeah, there you go. Thorax Swordsman, Spartan Youth, and then yeah, there you go. So 5 new units. I've sort of arranged them almost in height order. But yeah, so there you go. Some Celtic, Greek, and a new Roman unit. So yeah, these guys are also in the updated factions as well on mod.io. If you go to my mod.io page, then the Greek, Celtic and Roman factions will have been updated with these new units if you want to use them yourself. So yeah, I'll thank you for watching and goodbye.